it's no secret. It's plain to see. I love you, and you love me. It's no secret. You know it's true. You love me. I love you. The only time we seem to meet is in the middle of the night. Only then can I feel your heartbeat, 'cause something's not right. Together I see you and me, always and all time. But not everyone would agree, 'cause then it's a crime. It's no secret. It's plain to see. Yes, I love you, and you love me. And it's no secret. You know it's true. You love me. Yes, I love you. Each day I think of you, looking for some sign that you feel the same way too. And I know you're mine. We can't use no telephone, but others can hear. And all I get is that dial tone, but the message is clear. It's no secret, and it's plain to see. Yes, I love you. I know you love me. And it's no secret. You know it's true. You love me. Yeah, I love you. Yes, I do.
A second. Did not know that was on. What up, what up, what up, though? It's your boy, Charlie Lyric, back again with another episode of What's on Your Heart? What am I looking for? I'm honestly looking for my other deck. I just had it. Okay, there it is. I had to find it. How's it going? How is everybody feeling? How has your week been? Did you miss me? I know you did. I missed you too. Let's talk a little bit. Let's get into some things. I want to talk about something. First and foremost, let me say this. If any point in the show that anybody would like to come up to the stage and get a reading, please feel free to tap that plus sign. It's going to be a general reading. And you just give a little donation of whatever you like. How do you do that? You go to the fortune cookie, click on it there, and you can follow the steps. Or if you just want to come up to the stage and tell me what's on your heart, because that's what this show is all about, that's cool too. But I want to talk about something in particular, something very serious. And, you know, I really had to meditate on this, because how I wanted to do it would not have suited me. And I'm really trying to act above myself. I've really been trying to step my game up in that. But I want to talk about something really serious. Spirit. And what is spirit? And how does that look? And how does that work? I know everybody here, if you're interested in this show and you saw what was on the cover from the beginning, if you know me personally, you have heard me talk about spirit in so many different ways. You've heard me use the term spirit. You've heard me use the term God. You've heard me use the term universe. You heard me use the term as above, so below. You've heard me use so many different terms. If you're really into Charlie Lyric, you have heard me say a lot of different things and probably was not very sure what it is or even how it is that I do what I do. I want to make things clear and I want to speak with candor, but I don't want to be harsh and I don't want to be frank and I don't want to give too much of how I see my relationship with spirit, because I don't have the best outlook towards life. But how do I do this? How do I balance that out? Being the Libra that I am, I do stuff like this. I create content like this. I hold spaces like this to give that energy back to people who need it. I'm gonna say my little bit, then we can jump into some zodiac readings. Well, elemental readings, because I go by the elements. So I'm gonna say this. Normally, when people refer to spirit, they're talking about Thoth. Who is Thoth? Thoth is an Egyptian god. When I refer to spirit, I'm not talking about Thoth. I'm talking about actual spirit. And when I say actual spirit, I mean the one above all. I do truly believe there is one source above all. I do truly believe it is light. I do truly believe it works on a frequency of love. Am I as new age as everybody else? I'm not. But in some ways I am, because I just became a master Reiki. Yeah, I'm so excited about that. Anyway, so now there's a real difference in what I do and what I don't do on camera. And what I don't do on camera, I don't do because it's not for everybody to see. How I convene with spirit off of camera is not for everybody to see. Even how it is that I condition myself to use my cards is not for everybody to see. There are some secrets I cannot share, but I'm gonna speak on as much as I can here today. First and foremost, I'm connected with my ancestors. How do I do that? Through ancestral veneration. I've talked about that before on this show. How do you connect to your ancestors? You have to build an altar. What does that mean though? I it means a number of things, but I hold space for my ancestors and I venerate my ancestors. That's what these beads around my neck mean. That's what a lot of what you see me do is. Um, am I just a tarot reader? No, I'm not. I'm a practitioner in in conjure and hoodoo. That is a whole spiritual. It's a whole spiritual facet of I can't even fully explain to you, but it's community, is unity, is love, and we operate out of love, and we extend love to everybody, even our enemies, and that's what I've been taught by my mentor. We give love on love. We don't do what most people think is hoodoo. You know, some people may call me a two-headed doctor, and some people may just call me a super conjure man, and that's cool. But I really do work through spirit and through love, and everything I do is a very genuine expression. How I connect to people, how I give to people, the time that I give to people, all of it is genuine. I'm not just on here to make money. I'm not just on here to do readings as a hobby. This is what I believe in. This is completely and totally my faith. This may be a spectacle to other people, right? But to me, this is something that I hold sacred. This is something very, very special to me. And it's how I connect to God. It doesn't have to be how you connect to God. It does not have to be how you connect to God at all. But this is how I connect to God. This is how I understand you. And that expression of God in you, because everybody is an extension of God. So at the end of the day, this is fun for everybody. Cool. But this is who I am. And this is who I am genuinely. And either you can appreciate it or you don't. But I'm just letting it be known because I'm a real person. And this is something I really do. This is not a game. I study Hermetic teachings. I study the Kabbalistic tree. I study all of this. I live within spirit. I speak to spirit. I operate through spirit, even though me and spirit go back and forth sometimes. This is what my life is dedicated to. So I just want everybody to understand that. Whether you're close to me and you're a friend, you know of me personally, or whether you're somebody who just loves to hang out with Charlie, talk to Charlie, get readings from Charlie, I want you to understand what I do and how I do it. This is sacred to me. You all have religion. This is my religion. I just want that to be understood. Now that we're done with the seriousness, do a little breath, do a little shake, 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 right? Do a little shake. I hope you are having a great day. Listen, I want to start sending energy out. I'm gonna start holding Reiki sessions on this show. I tell you that. I am. I'm gonna start giving some good old energy to people, lifting them up, blessing their lives. Listen, if you are interested in getting a reading, please feel free to go over to CharlieLyricTarot.com if this resonates with you. And if it don't, that's cool. You can go over to my website or onto my link tree and look at all my special free content that you may partake in. All right, we're doing this for my earth signs. Earth signs. Listen, if you're a Taurus, a Capricorn, or a Virgo, this message is for you. Okay, here we go. Show me what you have for my earth signs. Show me the name of awesome. Show me the name of ancestors. Ashe. Whoa. We have made a decision, or actually, we're avoiding the decision. We came up on the making the decision, but we're avoiding the decision now. Listen, Earth sign, I need you to make a decision. I need it to be decided. But it doesn't make you happy to make this decision whatsoever. But you got to start living in your youthful side. You got to start living with that good old energy. You got to start walking in that vibration of that sun energy. You know, that soul energy. You know, that good old energy. Listen, you got to start connected to that energy. I know you don't want to make these decisions, but if you did, things would go better. Okay. It looks like you may be having some fun. It looks like you may be going out. It looks like you may be doing some things with people. That's cool. I like that energy for you. Make sure you hang out and you have fun. Get out there. Live life a little. Listen. The door to romance. In reverse. This means that there may be an ending to a certain relationship or even a certain dynamic within a relationship that is seen as romantic. It does have the potential to turn upright, but that takes a little work on your side. You can change it if you seek to. Sounds good to me. I hope you get there. All right. What we got? What we got for my earth signs? Give me the message, Tarot. Oh my God. Okay, earth sign. I see you. You looking good, feeling good, smelling good. Look, you are a nurturing energy. You are very intuitive. You are very compassionate, very loving, very gentle, a very motherly energy with our Queen of Cups. And she's one of a kind. The only cup like hers in the whole entire deck. Okay. What else we got? But you're not following your intuition because the High Priestess is in reverse. Ma'am, what's going on? Why are you not following yourself and believing in yourself, Earth sign? Whether you be the Virgo, whether you be the Capricorn, or whether you be the Taurus. What's going on? Why are you not standing on your 2 feet, making your decision, being grounded as you are? It looks like you're trying to release a mindset when it comes to the lovers. Ooh, so we're talking about some Mercury energy right here. Okay, listen, with the lovers, it seems like there is this, how can I say? It seems like there's this disconnect when it comes to harmony between 2 people. And usually they are balanced with one another. But here, that hasn't happened. See, those karmatic juices were at number 2. But now we've reached the lover, we've matured the connection, the extension that is given. And now we've formed a real connection. But it seems like this connection is on his head. And the way how you see things, I want to say you're releasing it, but you know what? Yeah, you may be releasing it. No. You're more stuck in it than you are releasing it. I'll give you that. You're more stuck in it than you are releasing it. To me, when I read this card, I don't see that in the reverse. I don't see a person releasing it. In the upright, she's aware that she's tied onto those swords and she can cut ties at any point and get herself out because she knows that she's allowed herself to be there. But when she's in reverse like this, she's stuck in this head. She's stuck in this headspace. And so this person may be thinking how they're seeing things is that there's a genuine disconnect. Okay. I like the way you talked that through, Charlie. Thank you. Listen. You just feel like the connection isn't going to the place that it needs to go to, right? There is real, genuine love here. There's real, genuine love here. This person makes you happy. But for some reason, the potential that is in this 10 of Cups with this emotional fulfillment, right? The passion that is here, the way this person makes you feel, they make you feel really happy. But it has a potential that it just can't reach its true height, right? Because it's just at a 10 of Cups. But it's trying to manifest into itself fully. But for some reason, it's not happening. And even Spirit sees when this is happening as well. With the Star in reverse, even the Divine sees it. They're like, what's going on? Why hasn't this reached the heights that it's supposed to? Well, let's see. Why hasn't it reached its true potential just yet? And I'll tell you why. Because you guys can't seem to get on the right page. There were emotional goals made that were not met. This is really funny because this card just came out for the second time. The first time it was in the upright, the second time it's in reverse. And now we are talking about going out having fun, but in romantic sense. This card is actually talking about how there are emotional goals made and they were not fulfilled because there needed to be a dynamic in place in order to fulfill this, right? But for some reason, it's just not happening. With the Three of Cups in reverse, it just didn't happen that way. Okay. So it looks like the chapter that this was supposed to go to. Remember how I said this was supposed to, the star is supposed to reach its full potential? It has not. It has not. But we're healing from the fact of it has not, right? Because with the Three of Swords in the upright, we're talking about heartbreak. We're talking about something that's swift, fast, and hairy. This is the third three that we've come with. Three. So there must be a third party situation happening. Doesn't necessarily have to be another person involved or other parties involved. It could be a lot of things, circumstances, objectives, or obstacles in the way of personal objectives, or obstacles in the way for us to connect, for us to get to that world, to have that full final cycle. Because this is a life cycle with the world here. This is the final cycle, that final 10, right? But it's just not happening. Now, I see there might have been a moment of separation between you two. There might not have been some communication, but that is about to be over because we're talking about the Five of Pentacles in the upright. I definitely feel like somebody might have gotten hurt. Somebody may be a little sick at this time as well, because this card could talk about somebody being ill, but I don't do that type of reading. Wink, wink. Anyhow, so, but listen, there may be something going on, but this person is about to have communication with you. What does that communication look like? I feel like they might come see you. With the Five of Pentacles in reverse, we're not talking about somebody talking to you. We're talking about somebody physically showing up after, a brief moment of not being around. They're going to talk about commitment. They're going to talk about foundations, right? They're going to talk about foundations. Now they're going to be genuine about it. Let's see, Earth sign. All right. Yeah, they may be. I don't like this card too much. I'm going to tell you why. The Ten of Swords. It's in reverse. The Ten of Swords in the upright, we know that we got hurt, right? The Ten of Swords in the reverse, we know that we dodged some things, but we still got hurt. Somewhere along the line, you still got hurt. And it probably was not as bad. So the Ten of Swords is weird in reverse because it's like either you dodged it completely or you completely got wrecked. Like it's like worse up. It's worse in reverse than it is upright, and it's kind of like you need the other cards around it to kind of tell the story of it. And from what I'm looking at right here, right now, you got some lumps because you're standing in your guard. All right, fair. Okay, listen. I'm gonna give you a little advice. If you are a Taurus, this is your advice for this situation if it resonates with you. This is your advice, Taurus. Your advice is don't be so egotistical. Don't be in a place where you cannot communicate. Remember that this is a connection, and remember that you can give to it. But don't be too egotistical, because this card comes with ego. Ego is really at play with this card. So make sure that you're being genuine in your expression, whether it is that you're upset or whether it is that you are wanting that loving. You got to make sure that you're being genuine in the expression, and you're not saying, "Oh, you hurt me." Oh. Okay, Taurus. All right, Virgo. This is your advice if this message resonates with you. Oh, things will go into a better direction. It takes a little communication and a little bit of time. You might actually have a little vacation going on. Might go take a little trip overseas. Might be traveling at a little bit of a distance. Have fun. But things will go into better for you, Virgo. I like that energy. I love that for you. Oh, then, so we got the Taurus, we got the Virgo, Capricorn. Listen, you're feeling off your element, you're feeling off your game, you're feeling a little lackadaisical. Everybody sees it, everybody knows it because this is the Empress, and this is actually Venus energy, right? All the way in reverse. Okay? Listen, this is what I want you to do. This is what I want you to understand. This should not be affecting your self-esteem. How this is going down and what this is going down with. There is a word in self-esteem that is essential. A part of self-esteem is self. How you see yourself, how you feel about yourself is all about yourself. Don't you let no man bring you down, girl. You see this energy right here? Whether you're a man or a woman, because you could be in your divine feminine right here, but this is the highest quality of feminine energy, the divine feminine. So listen to me when I tell you this, Empress. Get on your game, Capricorn. You better stand up on your own 2 feet, man. You got this. All right. That was for my earth signs. Listen. Let's do another one. For my water signs. All right, listen. If you're a Pisces, a Scorpio, or a Cancer, and this message resonates with you, please feel free to go over to CharlieLyricTarot.com and book a reading today. Or you can click right there in my link tree and see what I got up there, and it'll take you straight there. It's so easy to get to my calendar. Everybody's been doing it. Well, not everybody. Anyhow, yeah. But please feel free. And if at any point in the show that you would like to come up for a reading, you can also click the link tree, send over a little donation, and I'll give you a little read, and I'll give you a general read and see what's up in your energies. How can Charlie help you? I'll do it for you. All right, y'all, here we go. I'm going to tell you what you got going on, and then you going to tell me what you got going on. Okay? All right. So let's look at these energies. Now, what is the energies for my water signs? Tell me the name of the ancestors and the name of Father, Son, and Holy Ghost. What is the energies for my What is the energies for my water signs? Listen, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. This is for you. I see you being a little bit envious now. Hold up. You got to appreciate what you got in your life and what's around you at this time. You can't be looking at other people getting all angry and whatnot, wanting what they got and what they have. It might be pertaining to family as well. Listen, you might be looking at other people family dynamics and wondering to yourself, why is my life not like that? Because it don't work like that, sweetheart. It don't work like that. And you got to know that. I want to be gentle with you because I know you're a water sign, and I don't want to upset you, get you all in your emotions, because I need you to hear me saying what I'm saying when I'm saying it. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm going to talk to you real soft-spoken like. I'm going to calm my energy down just for you. What else we got? Listen to me, water sign. Whoa, that was a lot. There seems to be a man in your midst. Maybe a man in this dynamic as well. He doesn't seem to be on the up. Doesn't seem to be very kind. Might be a little manipulative as well. Watch him. He's a real Fabio type. Sweep you off your feet one day and be gone the next. That ain't what you want for your life. The door of romance. You may be missing an opportunity when it comes to romance. At this time, the door may be closing on you, water sign. You need to look back. You need to think about it. You need to get into it. Get closer. Touch them, love them, right? Attachments. There may be some attachments that you need to get over. Maybe attachments with this romantic sense that you have going on. But listen here and understand something. I'm going to tell you something, okay? It seems that you're letting go of some things. With the attachment upright, that means I think you're letting go of some things, and I'm proud of you. All right. Okay, water sign, hold on. I got one more for you. Don't rush me now. Be calm, be patient. Listen, water sign. When it comes to you and this person and how this works and how this is, I want you to understand something. You got to be honest with yourself. Okay? You got to be honest with yourself, how this is and what this looks like. Because I don't think you being too kind in this energy either. There are certain ways that you do with this person, and they're old. You can restart something with this person. You got the opportunity to before the door closes on you completely. I need you getting that right energy. Okay? You and this person might be family, might see each other as family. It can be a deeper connection than family. Who knows? With this energy sitting right here, I see a lot of things going on, but I see that you two are very close. That's what I see, water sign. There's a thinking man who's very analytical, can give you some focus and some words on this. Listen to him. He knows what he's talking about. My kind of guy. He's sort of a stoic, if you will. Okay, listen. Here we go. Gonna give you the energy for the tarot. Listen, 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 water sign. There, here you go. Show me what you got from a water signs. Listen, water sign. It looked like you just don't know what to do, how to do, when to do it. You are completely confused, torn asunder, head underwater. I like that. That was cool wording. Listen, with the page of cups in reverse and with the seven of cups in reverse, you're just so confused. You don't want to be shallow, but you don't want to give too much. You don't want to say too much. I don't know. See, you're being a little, got a little, it's cool to be a little flirty, but you don't even know how to do this. You might be missing a few steps. You might be missing a few beats, water sign. Calm yourself. Be you. You are a water sign. You know how to be seductive. You know how to be soft, right? You know how to be intimate. You guys know intimacy very well. You do. Listen, 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 listen. You might be wondering to yourself, should I offer? Should I make a little offer? After this rest that I've had from this person, I see your emotions everywhere. Water sign. You are just not fully in your element. With this King of Cups here, understand that the King of Cups is a very fatherly figure. He gives a very leadership quality. He has a air of leadership quality. Not necessarily like the King of Swords, and not necessarily like the King of Pentacles or the King of Wands. He is able to give to a situation when it's emotional with maturity, when it's necessary. Okay? So this is a very emotional, intelligent person. Now, this person might have given you some sort of offer or made some sort of offer. They might be calming down on that because they usually would do this, giving little offers, little bit of offers. It seems like there might be a little bit of a flirty energy here. I'm going to tell you about this energy here. See, if I'm reading this right, this king, okay, this king is a little off his game, just like you a little off your game. You might be the King of Cups, or the other person may be King of Cups. Apply to the situation as you may. But here is the thing. In this energy, there is this little cutesy energy going back and forth of back and forth. There's this little cutesy energy of back and forth. And I think that's why this king is a little confused. And I think that's why you're a little confused too. Because this king, normally how they do, they ain't doing. And you're not too used to someone who acts like this. Someone like the King of Cups. Because the King of Cups is very mature. He's a very nurturing person. Very honest person. Very gentle, soft-spoken person. Very kind person. He knows how to be firm. But normally, where he comes from is from the heart. So when it comes to how you and this King of Cups is doing, you're throwing him off his game, believe it or not. You really are. It's either they're throwing you off your game or you're throwing them off their game. I don't know. However it is and whatever it looks like, it's going to take a little bit of time. Even when it gives a little bit, it takes a little bit of time. This is going to be a slow moving energy. Now, is it going to be something you like? Knight of Pentacles, I believe so. I believe it's something that you'll like, and it's here in the 3D as well because it's the king. It's the Knight of Pentacles. He's bringing some type of materialistic energy. Okay, but I like it. But it's a slow energy. It's a slow energy, and it might not be as much. I see you really stuck in your head about this. Really in the clouds. Really think about this. Wondering, should I say or should I not say? Because this knight right here, he has a message as well. The Knight of Pentacles is gonna bring something, right? So something's gonna come into completion on a 3D. Like they're bringing something, they're bringing some type of information, a gift or something. And there's normally something with materialistic opportunities, things like this, something that has longevity, something that's tangible, something that can be felt. But when this guy comes riding on this horse with this cup, here's the thing. This guy with this cup, he has something to say. It's going to be a heartfelt, emotional energy that's given. There's a message to be had. Is it a good one? Is it a good one? Yeah. It's talking about facing your fears. Facing your fears and how you do this. Facing your fears and commitments. Facing your fears and giving certain type of energy. You know what? I called the Empress. I said the Empress was Venus energy. Yeah, this is Taurus energy, still ruled by Venus. So Taurus, so the Hierophant like to do things by the book, the right way, and things like this. But you're afraid to do things the right way. Okay. So you haven't fully came into a decision. You aren't learning your lesson. Whatever lesson there is to learn, you haven't learned it yet. And I'm just gonna say it to you for straight up. It's either that you're being a real bitch about the situation, and I'm only saying that because it's the Queen of Wands, or you just can't seem to bring yourself to be fearless. You just can't seem to bring yourself to do this, have this energy with this person. I think this person just makes your knees buckle. I think this person just takes you off your game. That's what I really feel like that. I really feel like this person just throws you off your game. For everybody else, you might be slick with it. Not with this one. You don't know how to act with this one. So this came out sideways, so I'm gonna read it sideways. So it's a real energy of will I, won't I? It's a real energy of I don't know how to say. It's a real energy of I don't have mental clarity. It's a real energy of I don't know whether I should say this or not. So this person may have a little bit of a hard time saying how they feel. That might be really what it is. Yeah. Because I was my finger just slipped on the the um, the Knight of Swords. This person has a really difficult time communicating, and this is something that they do all the time. This is a real problem with them. I think this is the real problem with this situation. Period. They just don't know how to say things, and this is the problem. This is a problem that you've always had. You just don't know how to say it. You have a hard time saying it. Okay. We're going to pull more and more, and then I'm going to give some advice for each energy. Thank you for the love, Frankie. I appreciate that. You agree with me. I like that. But listen, as difficult as this may be, as a hard time if you may have, whether this is you or the other person, we got that Queen of Cups energy. With that Queen of Cups energy, it lets me know you are just as soft and compassionate as this person. Y'all are counterparts when it comes to this energy. Y'all can meet. You just got to figure out how to say. You just got to figure out how to say. You got to figure out how to say. You might get a little too emotional about it. You got to kind of temper yourself and say. I have a feeling he didn't come out. The King of Swords didn't come out. But I got a real energy of head over heart. Head over heart. I'm not saying don't have any emotions. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying I'm going to help you out. I'm going to teach you something. Now, You may not know this. With all my many things that I am, I'm a philosopher. Ooh, look at that. Listen, in philosophy, we looked at things subjectively and objectively, right? So when you give this energy, Leo, what's happening, Leo? It's the sun. So listen, we about to do fire energy next. So listen, here's the thing. When you go to give somebody information, when you're trying to say something but you have a hard time saying it and you may lose yourself in it and your emotions may get all spiraled and crazy, don't say it with subjectivity. Subjectivity is based in your own belief system or based on beliefs. Don't say it in a place of what you believe. Say it in an objective place. Say it from the facts. So the fact is, I like you. The fact is, I want this. The fact is, I would like to try this. The fact is, I want to be able to have this. The fact is, this is my boundary. This is where I stand. The fact is, start to speak like that. And I know. For a water sign, that's like, what are you talking about? It's like I'm speaking a whole different language here, but it's coming from an air sign. Let me tell you, I'm a Libra, and we're very cerebral. So when we say things, it can be very black and white sometimes, and a lot of times people think it's very callous. But I'm gonna tell you something. When I speak like this to people, and when people speak like that to me, it helps me understand. And it's not the fact of, and plus my Mercury's in Virgo. So I love me some facts. I love me some facts. But at the same time, it does not mean that the delivery has to be without emotions, right? It doesn't mean you have to be completely just cynical or very dry. It just means say what you have to say, and you can say it with compassion, but I'm also not telling you to sugarcoat it. Because one thing that people will complain about when it comes to a Libra is that we have a real way of making words look pretty. We have a real way of sugarcoating things. And I just don't stand by that. Sometimes, yeah, no, I'm very diplomatic. I will stay neutral in some situations, but I'm fair. I'm very fair. And sometimes, just like how I give it, I know when to say it and how to say it. Just like the King of Cups. I know when to say it and how to say it. I don't say things brashly. Because the thing is, when I say things brashly and not with candor, right? When I say things just straight out, laid out, I'm hurting feelings. I know that I am. I'm hurting feelings. And I really try my best not to be like that. So what my advice to you is personally is to say what it is that you have to say and just lay it out and see what happens. See what you get from that energy. If it is that you want to give to that energy. I don't know what you want to do, but that's my advice for you personally. Now, what does the tarot have to say to you? Let's see. If you're a Cancer, this is your advice. If you're a Cancer, this is your advice. Listen, I don't know. Maybe you might need to do some healing. Maybe this might not be your path. Maybe this isn't where you're supposed to go. Let me pull one more card for you, Cancer. Maybe this just isn't for you. I think you might need to do some more healing, Cancer. Oh, this might be a karmatic contract. Look, you might be dealing with a soulmate, Cancer. So I need you to take it a little slow. I need you to weigh out what you want to do and how you want to do it. Why? Because the Star came out and then the Justice. So this is talking about real karmatic contracts. This is talking about the contracts that we make with people that are without words. The contracts that we make with people without signing on the dotted line. I bet you didn't know you could do stuff like that, did you? I bet you didn't know that. Sometimes they made before you even get here, and sometimes they made right here in this life. Sometimes you can create soul ties with people. Sometimes you can make soul cords with people. There's a real difference between a soul tie and a soul cord. So, and you don't know. You don't know. Sometimes when you, even with your actions, you're making contracts. Even with your words, you're making contracts. Let me tell you something. The world that you live in is not as black and white as it seems, and take it from someone who does very well with the black and white. There are grays in between. There are a lot of ways to agree to a lot of things that you're not aware of. So pay attention. Okay, listen. What's the next thing? What's the next thing? What's the next thing? So, got that for Cancer. Let's go ahead and get this for Scorpio. Scorpio, this is your energy. Scorpio, this is your energy. I don't know, Scorpio. Listen, this might be a thing for you. You might be dealing with a contract too. With the Justice here, I gotta pull another card. With that Libra energy, right? You need to make a decision. You need to make a decision. But it's okay to walk away too. I see you not walking away. But you're justified in not walking away. It's perfectly understandable. That's why the Justice is here. But it might be ruled by divinity itself that you may have to go whether you want to or not. But you'll see. You'll see. I think hold on. I don't want you to walk away feeling so unsure. You're already unsure as it is. I can tell by the reading. Listen, I'm not going to keep talking about y'all. I'm not going to keep talking to y'all about this Empress energy. If you are an Empress, stand in your Empress energy. This is high, divine, feminine energy at its purest peak. You can't get... Look, it's only one step higher. It's only one step higher. I was going to say you can't get no higher. But there is only one step higher. And that is the High Priestess. Only other energy. But this is divine energy on a throne right here. For some reason, you just can't see yourself on that throne. And that might be the reason why you have to walk away. Because I don't think it's that it's hurting your self-esteem. I think it's how you see yourself. I really think it's how you see yourself. And then you're just you're out of balance. You're out of balance with the divine masculine and the divine with both sides. You're out of balance. You're out of balance with your feminine and your masculine, because the King of Cups came out. I think the King of Cups might also be off game as well. Like I said before, he off his game as well. It seemed like you two can't really connect. So it might be put down to come back later. But it has the potential, like I said before, it has the potential to turn up right. If divinity allows it. Okay. Alright. We got Scorpio. We got Cancer. Now we got one more. My Pisces people. My Pisceans. Listen. This is your advice. Face your fears. Get out there. I like it. Page of Wands energy. Face your fears. Stand on your own 2 feet and say what you got to say. But I hope you're not a little problem starter. I hope you're not a troublemaker. I hope you're not a firecracker. I'm going to tell you something about Pisces. Pisces can be as sweet as they want to be. Be your sweet little sweet tea. They can be your little slice of cake. Your little slice of heaven, Pisces can be. Because Pisces hasn't been everybody in a lifetime before. That's the reason why they're Pisces now. They've been everybody. They accumulate all the energies, cultivated into one. The Pisces. But listen and understand this. With a Pisces, if you hurt a Pisces, they will hurt you back. They will get you back. These Pisces aren't as I'm not down in any sign, but I really truly believe that there are certain energies that are have certain traits, and Pisces is one of those. They're little sickos. So if you hurt them, they will hurt you back. Pisces will definitely hurt you back. Like, yeah. And I want to say not as worse as a Cancer, but yeah, just as worse as a Cancer. Cancer holds a grudge. Pisces will get the get back. They will. Thank you. I love the hype. Thank you. but for real. So be careful with that Pisces. Because if it's not that they're facing their fears, is that they're gonna get you back. They're gonna get you back. Listen to what I'm saying to you. With the Page of Wands in reverse, they're gonna get you back. Okay, so here we go. So we go on to my fire signs. If you are a Leo, Frankie, if you are a Sagittarius, if you are an Aries, and this message resonates with you, please go over to Please feel free to go over to CharlieLyricTarot.com and book a reading today. You can also go into my link tree. That'll take you straight to my calendar. There's fun things on that link tree. You should just explore it, just to explore it. Have a little fun. All right, listen. This is what I got from my fire signs. All right. What's the energy we got today from my fire signs? Show me a name, Fossil. Show me a name. Ancestors are shade. Whoa. Fire sign. You have the healer of ages. Let me tell you something. You have the energy to heal the situation. You might have hurt someone might have hurt you. Whatever it is, you can heal from it. With this energy here, you have to go through some things in order to be a master healer like this healer right here. You have to go through some things. You have to go through some sorrows and some troubles. And you have the ability to heal yourself no matter what situation you're coming from. You're being asked to have strength. Look, you came out in the reading, Leo. You came out in the reading. You're being asked to have strength at this time. Things may be difficult, things may be hard, and those cards came out right behind each other, 51 and 50. Listen, don't you fall down. Stand up. You got this. You can heal from it. Time to take a little break with some rest and rejuvenation. You going through some things, you fought some battles. It's time to heal up. Take a little break from the situation. It might be a little manipulative woman around you doing these things, and how she is. She's cunning. She's a little crafty one. She's clever. She got a real way with her words. You gotta watch her. Watch her. Watch her, Frankie. Listen, I got this energy for you. I got this energy for you. What's going on with my fire signs? I see you feeling good. I feel you looking good. I see you got them cuts behind you. Everything looks good. You on your way to the 10. Listen. You're feeling fulfilled. Ooh, okay. Feeling fulfilled is how you feel with your 9 of Cups. Now, however it is that you relate to this person, they make you feel good. You feel good about yourself. Or it might just be that you're on your game. You got everything in order and you like to show everybody too, like, look at what I got. I'm on point. You're not. That sounds like a Leo. But but listen, here go. You see, wait, I want to point out something. Frankie clapped. You see that? Where I laughed, he clapped. Or I'm sorry, I can't see your picture fully. Let me see. I want to make sure I'm not saying he when you're she or she when you're he. But Frankie clapped because that's that Leo energy. That lets you know where Leo sits at. You're right. You are right. I do have a lot of nice things. You are right. I am fantastic. You all should be like me. That's what that energy is. I love Leo. Listen. Now he's laughing. He's like, nah, no. The first one, the first energy is where it really is. And you're like, listen, I'm too good for this. I'm out. You separated yourself from this person. Wow. You really separated yourself from this person. And you won. And it might have been a spectacle, might have been in front of everybody, but you won. You put them to shame. The more I read this, the more I truly believe, Frankie. Okay, cool. I see you now. Yes. Frankie, I truly believe that this message may be just for you. Because it's resonating so hard. And this is like Leo energy right here. I really feel like it. It's Leo energy. You won. And you're sitting on a high horse and you're like, look at me now. Okay, listen. What's the energy for the rest of my fire signs? Oh, but Oh, you stood up for yourself. They hurt you. They hurt you, and you stood up for yourself, and you put your foot down, and you said, I'm too good for this, and I'm walking away. Do you know what kind of catch I am? And that's what you're going to do to me? That's what you said. Wow. Was it a third party situation? It is a third party situation with the third. Oh, that's disappointing. You really like this person. You just really were getting started with this person. You really liked them. You really liked them. And they messed up. Oh, wrote a news article. Whoa. Okay. Wow. That's a lot. So now there may be, it may be coming back around. It may be coming back around. You might get back on good terms with this person. Or it may be that something is right around the corner. You don't even realize it. It may be that you're connecting with somebody else on a whole new front. I don't know. See, the thing is though, you got hit, you got hurt, especially with the Nine of Wands. You got hit, you got hurt, but you're not opposed to stepping back into whatever, however this looks, whether it's friendships, relation, or whatever relationship of any kind it may be. You're willing to step back into the situation or step into a brand new situation. They didn't thump you that hard. They didn't thump you as hard as they thought they could thump you. I like that energy. It's resonating. Okay, listen. They're watching you though, and you might be learning some new things as well. I got a real feeling they're watching you. They're curious. They're seeing. They're learning you. Why are they learning you? Let's see. Ah, because they realize your worth. You humbled. Excuse me, y'all. I don't really curse like that. I curse, but I don't curse on the show like that. I'm gonna tell you what you did. I'm gonna tell you the full energy. I'm gonna use a word, and I apologize, but I gotta say it like this because this is how this energy is coming out. You humbled the fuck out of them. When I say you humbled them because now they see you and they see your worth, and it's not because that's how they saw you from the beginning. It's because you is who you are. It's just who you, because you asserted yourself and you put them in their place. They now understand who you are. You're the empress, the divine feminine energy. They see you and they are completely enamored with you, and so is everybody else anyway. They realize who you are. Okay. And so yeah. Or is it that you have your eye on somebody? The plot thickens. So I see some communication coming your way, maybe some travels as well, maybe some long distance travels, might be some emails, some text messages, some kind of phone call. Somebody's gonna want to chat it up with you. It might be a little saucy, a little racy, if you get what I'm saying. You know, it might be a little fun, a little intimate. This conversation. This conversation. Let's see. Oh. For some reason, you're not just coming straight forward and saying. So you're not just gonna come out and say it straightforward that I want to stay to myself because I see you for what you are. You're not gonna say it, but it clearly is clearly on your mind. You have clearly made a stand. You have clearly told somebody how you feel about them, and there is no coming back for them. I don't think they know that, and you might not let them know that, and you might not let them think that just because you want to have a little fun with them, but they think that you're gonna have fun with them. That's what you're gonna do. Listen, I'm trying to tell you, I do it. Okay, listen, here it is. If you are a Leo and this message resonates with Frankie, then here you are. You're being asked to have strength. Everything is fine. You're good. If you're a Leo, you're full out in your element with the sun. You're good. The strength, all the way, totally, 100%. You're good. If you, I don't get mad. I get even. Look, that's that Leo energy. So, so if you are an Aries and this energy resonates with you, let's look at it. If you are an Aries and this energy resonates with you, this is your advice. You might have to, you might be a little disappointed. This person might sneak away. You might sneak away. However it is and whatever it looks like, you're going to move away or they're going to move away. I don't know. They might be moving towards something that has to do with the past, or I don't know how. That's where I'm picking up. They might be moving away from you for towards something in the past, or they may be kind of reflecting on or lying about how they feel when it comes to how things have happened in the past. They may be very disappointed. They might feel as though that whatever you're giving to them is unrequited, and they might not be giving that energy to you. They might not be telling you that straightforward. I feel like if that resonates with you, if you're in Aries and this message resonates with you, that's what it is. Hi, new to your show. Well, thank you. Welcome. I welcome you, Viv. I would love a reading. My life is completely confusing right now. Will love your expertise for direction. Oh, I love that. Okay, listen. This is what you can do. If you click my tree, if you click my link tree and just give a donation of whatever you want to give, then you come up and I give you a little reading. How about that? We'll look at a general energy for you. It can either be that you come up or you can stay in the audience. Just let me know how you want me to do it. I'm gonna read one more card for this for the energy of Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. And then if you want to come up, you can. Okay, so here it goes. So we're gonna look at this energy for, oh wow. Sag, there's a message coming for you. You're going to be told something, some things, right? It may be heartwarming. You may like what you hear, but whatever it is, you're going to get an emotional message. Just receive it, how it is and what it looks like. Taurus, please. I'm sorry. You just missed Taurus. Literally, you just literally just missed it. You literally just missed it. You just missed it. But I tell you this, if you would like to pay a donation, I would be more than happy to give you a personal reading right after I give Viv a personal reading, if it is that she chooses to give a donation as well. So let me know where that goes. Let me know what you're gonna do. If you do that, I'll extend the show, and then I won't get into air energy today, but I will give what you need. No problem. No problem at all. Okay. I'm gonna wait a few minutes for you. I'll wait a few minutes for you. Okay. For everybody that is new, hello, I'm Charlie Lyric. I am a tarot reader, relationship coach, right? Hoodoo, conjurman, however you like to phrase it, is what I am. Also, I am a Reiki master healer. Brand new, fresh off the block, new to the scene, but I am mean with the energy machine. You feel me? So, this is who I am. This is what I'm about. Mostly, the show is held for, just talking through things. You don't even have to get a reading to speak to me, right? You can just speak to me for free. And you can hear what I have to say. I can listen to you. We can talk through some things because the show is called What's on Your Heart. That's what it's for. And also I share a little bit of philosophy as well. But all the way through, all the way around, the show is all about love and intent and intention. So, with that being said, yeah. So, how we feeling, Viv? You gonna sit with me for a little bit, or Is this not the night for you? How do you feel about it? Okay, let me read. Let me see. Okay. My notification just keeps spinning on the lock page. How did you send it through? That's weird. How did you send it through? That's so weird. You know what? I got you. You just make sure your donation gets to me. I got you. Viv, come on up to the stage. Come talk to me. Don't tell me too much now, but just come talk to me. Or did you want to stay down there in the audience? Which did you want to happen? Ooh, they talking. It did not take long. They talking. Hold on. Give me 2 seconds. So my phone is being disagreeable. Um, I'm new. Just follow the prompts. Okay. Viv Harvey. Let's do this. Let's go. Because I don't know if you want to stay in the audience or you want to come to the stage. I saw another message trying to come through. Give me a second, y'all. Be patient with me now. Be patient with me. My phone is being so disagreeable. That's weird. Hold on. Did you get the invite? I believe I just. Hi, how are you?
Hey, good.
That's
How are
great.
you?
I'm good.
Can you see me or anything?
I can hear you.
Okay.
You
I
don't have
can
to get on
see.
camera unless you want to. Do you want to get on camera?
I don't actually know how to do any of this, so forgive
It's
me.
okay. It's okay.
No, that's all right. This is probably as good as I can do it because I don't know what I'm doing.
That's fine. Okay, so let's get into it.
Okay.
First and foremost, may I read you?
Please, that'd be lovely.
Second, if your ancestors walk up, may I speak to them?
Yes.
And third, please say your name for me 3 times.
Or my nickname.
You can say your nickname. That's fine.
Okay. Viv. 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 My full name is Vivian.
I'm not gonna lie to you.
Lie to you.
Before you even gave me. Oh, okay. Wait. Can you hear me?
Yeah, it popped up with a thing that said join live broadcast and I clicked it and that didn't work at all.
It's okay. Um,
But I'm listening.
like I was about to say, I'm not gonna lie to you. Before you even gave me permission, already for the moment from the moment I was about to start, I sensed your energy. That energy hit boom fast, heavy, heavy energy, heavy energy. I'm feeling a lot of anxiety. Um, like really sick to my stomach, worrying about something. What is it? What are you worried about?
Um,
Hold on, wait.
mo-
What? Don't tell me. Don't tell me.
okay.
Um, this got something to do with family. There is a certain person. I believe that this person is and you can correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe that there's a cousin around you, right? What is going on with that cousin? There's something going on with this cousin, this particular cousin. Um, kind of close. He's a guy. He's a male. Um, is this resonating so far?
I do have a male cousin that I grew up close to. I'm not aware of what's happening in his life at the moment.
Maybe you
I
need to.
actually I reached out to him about probably within the last week with some great news, and he didn't acknowledge it, which was kind of weird. So maybe he's not doing well.
This guy got. Does he have like glasses and a bald head?
He has glasses and gray hair.
Is he balding?
Oh, he always had some. Last I checked, he had some hair. Last I saw him,
Okay.
I mean,
So
we're all balding at his age, but yeah.
there may be something going on with this man. There's something going on with this man. That's the reason why I didn't acknowledge you. I don't know what it's about, but that energy came through so clearly with me.
Okay,
The
I'll
thing that he
contact him.
has going on, huh?
I'll contact him.
Okay, let's just go. Let's just go. Let's just
All
go.
right.
Um, what energies do you have for Viv? Show me. I see some issues with money going on. Money's a little dry right now. Money's a little tight. Okay.
Yeah, that's definitely true.
See, there's some endeavors that you want to proceed with when it comes to how you can make some money. You may have some very creative ideas on how to make some money. For some reason, you're sitting on that where you need to be actively doing it because you have the energy right now to do it. You already thought of it. You already got the energy to do it. So you need to apply yourself. Okay.
So that's the main question that I have is that um, I have quite a few ideas. I'm in a transition period, and I have no idea which direction to move forward with. Some of the ideas are pretty creative, and some of them are kind of going back to old stuff just to make money. And I don't know if I should move forward into these new areas or just go back to making a buck.
Because money's tight, and whichever direction you go into, you're gonna have to invest in some things in order to make things work and go. Um,
Right.
Also, at the same time, you got an intimacy issue going on. You're keeping people at arm's length. I don't know why, but you need to practice some intimacy with people, being attentive in the moment, being receiving when people speak to you and how they speak to you. Be there for it. I know right now you're really not in a good place. I know that you're really where you're sitting at, even with your thoughts. They're not in a good place. They're very dark, heavy thoughts going on with you. The energy around you that's looming around you, it has this way of getting very intense and very heavy. I know you don't mean for it to, but you aren't seeing how your energy is affecting the other people around you. It's to the point. It's to the point where sometimes you just can't speak. It's just complete silence around you sometimes, and it's not silent because it organically happened. It's silent because how what you're where you are with yourself is projecting into your environment, and it's, I hate to say it like this, but it's bringing everybody down. But also at the same time, you're keeping yourself anchored there. Does that make sense?
It's 100% true, and I am aware that that's what's happening, and that's why I think I've been withdrawing from people, because I don't want to be this negative energy. I can't seem to break this cycle. It's just getting worse.
The sun is saying there is some sort of disappointment. You don't feel like you're on the path, you're on the track, but things happen for a reason, and you're going in the correct direction. Believe that. You're hurt. You're very hurt. You're very, very hurt. Your heart space is completely closed off, and that's the reason why you're having such a hard time with the intimacy as well. People are trying to give you love. You're not receptive of love. You can even be a little requited when it comes to love. You're not showing up fully and genuinely how you could. I understand it's because of where you are. I understand it's the space that you're in, but just take time with yourself. Hold space for yourself. Be gentle with yourself. Start being gentle with yourself. You're not very gentle with yourself at all. You're not gentle at all with yourself. And sometimes that can ooze on to other people. You don't mean for it to, but it's how it's happening. And I need you to learn how to talk to yourself. Because when you start talking to yourself a certain way, you're going to start talking to other people like that as well. And the reason why I say that is because you're going to teach yourself how to be compassionate and how to be attentive and how to be intimate with yourself. People think this is, I'm going to say something. I'm about to go off into a little bit of a tangent, but just roll with me here. People seem to think that people learn from people. That's what people tend to think. When it comes to love, we think that we have to learn it from the first set of people that we ever learned love from, okay? Which is your parents. Then you start going through other people, which is the adults in your life. Then you start going through friends. And then you start going through partners. You start finding little boyfriends, girlfriends, what have you, whatever. You get older, you go through the hurt of the 20s, then you get to a place in your 30s where you decide you want to take life a little more seriously. Even that has a little bit of a difficult time. But when we get to a certain point in our life, we think we have it all together. But what winds up happening is, and I'm not saying it's your fault, I'm saying there were people in your life that was supposed to love you unconditionally and show you what that means, but they did not. And so what ends up happening is we have to reserve a space for ourselves to teach ourselves how to love ourselves. This process is called individualism. I talk about individualism a lot. What is individualism? Individualism was cultivated by a man named Carl Jung. Carl Jung created a system. He identified certain things. He was a psychologist, and he worked alongside Sigmund Freud. A lot of people don't know that Sigmund Freud wasn't a psychologist. He was actually a neurologist, but he gave a lot of information to psychology and how he seen things. But I follow more. I'm more of a Jungian. And the reason why I am is because he is a spiritual in a way. And with the subconscious, he understood that there's this place called the shadow. The shadow has all of these lessons that are banked in as soon as we're born. But what ends up happening with the shadow is you go through life progressively and you learn all these different things, and you start to shrink yourself, close yourself down into something. And your shadow takes all of that. So all these times in life that you experience all these things, you're acting out in these ways. And you're wondering, why did I come off on that person like that? Why did I say this? Why did I do that? Why do I have these regrets? This, that, and the third. Shadow saying all these things while you're ruminating. What we have to do is we have to learn how to, one, give space to the shadow. Two, accept the shadow. There are a lot of things we don't like about ourselves, even things that we don't like for people to see that happen behind closed doors. But that does not mean that we are not worthy of love. So you need to be attentive with yourself and be compassionate with yourself. Okay? You're a good person. No matter what somebody tells you, you're a good person. You know why? Because you put your best foot forward. You really try with people. They don't understand how hard you try with people, but you try with people. Sometimes you slip. And sometimes it can be difficult to recover. But that does not mean that you're a bad person. You understand what I'm saying to you?
Oh, absolutely.
So, with that being said, I want you to be a little more attentive to yourself, be a little more compassionate with yourself. And as you do that, that chakra, that love chakra, is going to become unknotted and that energy will flow the way that it's supposed to. That's how you nurture yourself. Or you can get Reiki. I am a Reiki healer. But at the same time, these are the ways that I believe that someone should be attentive to themselves. We don't need to go all to all these different practitioners of all these different fields within the self-help. We can learn how to do it ourselves. But still, it's very good to have these practitioners on hand to go to when we need a little help. Because that's all we do. We give you resources, we give you help, we give you guidance. But the work is truly done by you. Okay. So, and I think that was very important for me to say to you. Um,
Thank you for that.
you're welcome. No problem. Here's the thing. Here's what I want to say to you. I want to tell you this. I understand right now that you are dissatisfied, disappointed with life at this time. That's what I'm feeling. And it got a lot to do with family as well. A lot of people been disappointing you. You're just not satisfied with how things are being done and how things are going with yourself. You aren't. Okay. Put the Ten of Cups in reverse. But there are opportunities being offered at this time. I need you to be aware of that. I need you to keep your eye open. These opportunities will lead to longevity. Now, let me ask you something. Is it the opportunities that opportunities are being handed to you after a disappointing time, or is it that the opportunities, or is it that the family is disappointed by the opportunities that are being given?
Um, it's not. It's not. My family's not. Um, the decisions are on me, I guess is the way to say it. And my kids are grown. It's kind of my life now. I have to figure it out. But with this kind of transition, I feel completely stuck. I don't know what direction to head in. So I'm second guessing. If an opportunity comes up, I'm like, well, should I do that, or is that not the right choice? And I don't. What about this, and what about that? And I I just feel very confused about what path I should take to move forward, because what I've done in the past holds a lot of kind of negative energy for me. So I'm wanting to move in some new directions. But that hasn't really been working. So I'm like, do I go back to what I really don't want to go back to, or do I just trust that if I keep going forward in these new kind of more risky but creative ventures that I feel like give me life energy, but they're not so certain, or am I kidding myself that that's not going to work either, and I should just go back to what I know? So I'm kind of stuck there.
You're trying to learn how to start a business. You're trying to learn how to put a business together. You're trying to learn how to be a CEO of some
I've
sort.
it's more it's I do know how to put a business together. I've done that before. I'm really confused about which business, to be honest. Like, I really don't know what direction I'm supposed to be going in.
You're actually being asked to what you do you may not like, but you're being asked to have the strength to be able to do it.
To do what I was doing before and
Yeah,
not move into these new directions.
yeah. Oh, hold on, hold on. That's not what I said. I want you to understand something.
Okay.
You can do what you do and still cultivate on the side. You know what I'm saying? Still cultivate on the side. Still do what you do, because what you do you may not enjoy doing, but it may be what you need at this time. Because the energy you're sitting with, I think, is worse than what that space does to you. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, you know that already.
Yeah.
You know that already though. And I feel like, you might work better if you had some people to work with. There could be some people who are just as passionate about this as you are, about the things you're trying to create, the things you're trying to manifest. They're just as passionate as you are. And if you utilize with your community, you guys you would have an easier time instead of doing it by yourself. Because I see you in isolation. Real, really deep isolation. Not only in isolation, but you're holding on to this energy of just it's just I want you to let that go. I don't even have to get deep into it. You know exactly how I'm saying and what I'm saying. I really need for you to let it go, because you're hurting yourself way more than what you realize. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes, I agree. That's why I was like, my life's a hot mess right now.
And you're being asked to, I'm gonna say something. I'm gonna say something because it keeps trying to sneak into the reading.
Okay.
You got hurt. You got hurt by somebody. Um, okay. I don't know. It's weird because it's like you took a pause to tend to your wounds, but then it's like it's saying get up, but it's also saying like it just happened. But for some reason, I don't think this hurt that you're feeling is as deep as it truly is. I'm not trying to what is this word? I'm not trying to debase you, and
Mhm.
I'm not trying to invalidate your feelings. But
Mhm.
what I am going to say, and it's something that you know as well, the energy, the hurt energy that you're sitting in is not serving you, and is also holding you in this space. You got to get up. You got to get up. It's a lot of the reason why you can't get things done. This energy, I'm gonna explain this to you. I'm a root worker. As a root worker, I don't look at just what's in front of me. I evaluate what's in front of me and I get to the root of the issue, and then I pull it out by the root. Or either I tend to it by the root, I heal it by the root, I do what I need to by the root of the situation at hand. So I understand what you're saying when you say I am totally confused. I don't know which direction to go into. But I'm also looking at you and saying the reason why you're confused and you don't know which direction to go into is because of all this hurt and animosity that you have festering, bottled up inside of you, that is completely leaking out into your reality, when whether you're conscious of it or not. Because sometimes you're really aware of what's happening, and sometimes you're so deep into it that you aren't even paying attention. So
I would agree with everything that you're saying. You're absolutely spot on.
You gotta let it go. You gotta get out of that energy. This is what I want you to do. This is what you could do for me. And it's very simple. Very super simple stuff. Listen, I want you at least twice a day. Go out in your lonesome. Take your shoes off and go step into your front yard. Go step into your backyard. I want you to walk around in that grass with your feet just for a little while. Just for a little while. 10 or 15 minutes a day. I may sound like a hippie. I don't care. Do it. Go hug a tree. Go sit by a tree. Go read a book by a tree. I don't know how you want to do or what you want to do with it. I just need you to step in some grass for a little while. I need you to walk around. Even if you want to go to a park and walk around in some grass. If you're near water, go sit by the water. It's getting warm. Go sit by that water. I'm gonna tell you something. It's gonna get a little deep and it might sound a little creepy, but I'm gonna tell you something. See, with energy like yours, when you step outside and you step into that grass and you walk into the soil barefoot, Mother Earth is going to feel that pain that you got going on, right? And when you go outside to her and you start breathing and you exhale, you breathing out, and you don't even realize with every step that you're taking, you letting that energy soak into the ground, right? And she gonna take that hurt and that pain. She gonna love on you how Mother Earth does, and she's gonna rejuvenate you. She's gonna give you that energy back. And while she's tending to you, the sun is gonna do what it's supposed to do. Soul is gonna do what it's supposed to do. It's gonna give you all the nutrients that you need, all that good energy that you need. And drink some water too while you're doing it too. Get the mother in a whole different way. But that masculine energy is going to rejuvenate you, going to revitalize that those cells, right? Going to get you back healthy. Get that energy out of you because that energy is stopping you, is blocking you. And what in my practice, we call this a crossing. You're crossing yourself up with your words and with your thoughts, with your actions. You're blocking your blessings. You're putting obstacles in front of your way that's never been meant to put in front of your way. And how is it happening? It's happening because you're doing these things. And I'm not going to sit here and I'm not going to bash you. I'm not going to say you're meaning to do it. I'm just going to say they are happening. They are coming from you. But the way how you tend to this is by living. Go out into the world. Like I said, barefoot, touching the grass, breathing in the air, drinking water, taking in the sun, being in the elements. Why? Because you are from the elements, right? You everything that is outside, you are a part of. Everything that this earth is made out of is in your body. It's in your DNA. From the stars to the ground, as above, so below. All the way down to minute detail. All of this is a part of you. So when you go outside and you step into nature and you give that energy to nature, give something back to you, and it's gonna be good and it's gonna feel good. And I know I feel like a hippie or whatever, but I'm not talking to you in an exoteric way. I'm not talking to you in a biblical way. I'm talking to you in an esoteric way. I'm talking to you in a way of spirit. What is out there? And what is out there is not so bad because you're convening with it whether you realize it or not. Every single day, each and every one of you are. Every single day, you're stepping around energies you're not even aware of. You're influencing energies, and energies are influencing you. You're not even aware of these things. And that's perfectly fine. But also, this is how you get crossed up. This is how your life end up entangled like this. See, you're saying these things and you're feeling these things and you feel super alone in these things. But guess what? It's more than one person like you going through these things because they don't know anything about spirit. They don't know anything about how to be in this world fully, actually. And these things are even in your Bible and you don't even know it. But it's fair to say because the truth is hidden, but you have to find it. You have to seek it. So please do this for me. And also at the same time, get you some Epsom salt and get you some sea salt. Put in a nice hot bath. And I want you to just put yourself in that water and just breathe in that water. Just let it all out in that water. Let that salt do what it's supposed to do, absorbing all those toxins and all those negative energies and all those toxins built up in your skin. Be good to yourself and just heal.
Okay.
And then listen, once you start doing these things, take 2 baths at least a week. 2 baths. I don't know if you take baths every night. I don't know if you take a shower every day. I don't know your hygiene. But and I'm not saying that you have bad hygiene. All I'm saying is this certain kind of bath takes a certain kind of time. So when you do it, just do it. And then pray to the Lord. If you believe in the Lord, pray to whatever you believe in. And if you don't believe in anything, just put something good out into the universe. Be thankful. Get some gratitude. Namaste. Right? However it is and whatever it looks like. But I want you to tend to yourself and I want you to tend to your inner world because it is so compressed. That's a nice word. That's a nice word to give to that energy. Compressed. You need
It's a
to
good word.
breathe. Yes, you are suffocating. You need to breathe. 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 It's okay to breathe. I want you to do me a favor. Do you have a little bit of time? Can you give me 5 minutes and we'll be done?
Sure.
I want you to close your eyes. I want you to put your feet firmly flat onto the ground. I want you to put your hands on your knees. I want you to fully extend your torso so that you are breathing properly. You have clear airspace. I want you to breathe into your nose, deep breath, as far as you can go. Take it all the way down. Feel that drop, right? Let that diaphragm come all the way down. And then once you get it all the way down, I want you to hold it. I want you to tell me when you're holding it.
I just want to tell you, I just had a really severe bout of a respiratory illness where
Okay.
I literally couldn't breathe at all.
Heard.
And so it's
We'll leave
still
it
a
alone.
little painful to breathe, but I'm working on it.
Okay. Okay. Well,
I
then
will,
we'll leave it alone.
I'll do my best deep breathing because I have been deprived of oxygen the last few weeks. It's
Well,
been a
wait.
real thing.
Because I'm not a doctor. I'm not a doctor.
No, I saw doctors. It's okay.
Okay. So I'm not going to tell you to do that. But just just breathe. Everything is okay. Okay.
Yeah, I get what you mean totally.
Okay. Good. Um. Bless you. I really hope things get better. I really do. All the spirits in your life, all the positive spirits in your life, I speak to them. I want y'all to get things better for her. And all the negative ones, you need to get gone. But I want things to get better for you, okay?
Thank you very much.
You're
It's
so
been
welcome. Did I
it's
give
nice.
you what you need?
I still I'm not exactly sure what what to do moving forward, but I do feel like you acknowledged where I'm at and how stuck I feel and how hard it's been, and gave me some real practical suggestions for how to try to release some of the tension that's been building from kind of this stuck place. So I can resonate with what you're saying about walking in the grass and feeling the sunshine and taking the baths, and um, I think that would be really good for me to just try to breathe and just be more okay with whatever comes from where I'm at moving forward, I guess.
There are plenty of people around you that's going to help you as well. But listen, what I said was stick to what you know, stick to what you're good at. I know you don't like it, but you're being asked to have the strength to stick to what you're good at, okay?
Okay,
Bev,
I'm listening.
did you hear what I said?
Yes, I did.
I know you don't like that. I know you don't like that, but you make money. So,
Mhm.
okay? And while you're doing that, cultivate the next thing. Cultivate the next thing.
Okay.
Also, at the same time, I really want you to be more attentive to the people around you. I really do. You don't realize the treasures that's around you. And I want you to utilize those treasures. You understand what I'm saying?
Um, yeah, intellectually, yes.
Meditate on it. I need you to get to the spiritual side of it. Okay?
Will do.
Okay. Thank you, Viv. I appreciate you so much. I appreciate your time.
Thank
I
you very
appreciate your
much
parents.
for all of your time. That was a lot of work for you, and I'm really grateful that you just let me jump into the middle of what you were doing and gave me the time. I really appreciate it. I really needed it, actually. So thank you very much.
No problem. Just doing my job. That's what I'm here for. Okay. So I'm
Now
gonna
I'm
say
gonna
it
get
again.
back to trying to figure out how to pay you.
Listen, just go on to the link tree. I think it's like two or three different ways on there that you can send it over. You send
What?
it on over, okay?
Okay, I will
You're
try
okay.
again. I did that. Thank you very, very much
No
for
problem.
everything.
Peace and blessings to you, Ashe. I really mean it. Peace and blessings to you, Ashe, Ashe, Ashe.
Thank you, Charlie.
You're welcome. Namaste. That's my new word. I say. Hold on, I gotta get you back to the. I gotta get you back to the, to the audience. But I've been saying because Ashe is my original word, but I just learned Namaste because I'm a Reiki master now. So I put some Ashe with my Namaste, but Namaste. Um, to everybody, we have gone over time, and that is perfectly fine because we hold in space for people, and that's what we do in this space on what's on your heart. Listen to me. Listen, I want each and every one of y'all to listen to what I'm saying to you right here, right now, and I want you to really vibe with it. I want you to meditate on what I'm about to say. You may not be fully aware of the mechanics of life, and that's perfectly fine. You know, it's not until we're old and gray we really get how this life works. Um, And the only reason I say that is because I've had the pleasure of knowing so many different people from so many different walks of life and just spending time with them and gaining their wisdom from them. But we don't fully know the mechanics of life. We don't. And that's perfectly fine. But this is what I need from each and every one of you. And I just need you to give me a little promise that you'll do this for me. Each and every day, I need you to wake up, and then when you put before you put your feet on the floor, I need you to show gratitude. I need you to show gratitude to the universe. I need you to show gratitude to life. I need you to show gratitude to the people around you. I need you to show gratitude to the love in your life that is present. I need you to show gratitude. If it is that you are a sort of magical practitioner, show gratitude to your spirits. And if it is that you are finding divinity in esoteric or exoteric ways, then show God some good old loving. Show God some gratitude or whatever you call God. Still the same person, still the same energy, not person, still the same energy, just a different facet, just a different face. Show gratitude because it gives back. Life gives back when you show gratitude. Show gratitude. How do you show gratitude? Clasp your hands together, say simple words, put your thumbs to your forehead, just say what you got to say, and be done and leave it there. Do make sure you show gratitude. There is a such thing as the law of reciprocity. And when you work with the energies of the universe, you seem to get a lot out of it. So do that for me. Very simple. Anyhow, I love each and every one of you. I am Charlie Lyric, asking what's on your heart. and hoping you say it's love. Peace and blessings, and thank you to everybody for being here. I appreciate all your energy. I appreciate all your words, all your kindness, whether you put them into the universe or not. I still love you. All right. I'll see you soon. Blessings out there, y'all.
Another day in retrospective, a restless night until the dawn. Just lying here feeling dejected. Too scared to stay, I must go on. Inside I felt so